Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Now, today's video isn't going to have too much, if anything, about the new arc, but there will be more videos to come in the upcoming week, so please like and subscribe to the channel. So, usually what I do, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I do my arc fall video on the Tuesdays they come out, but the Wednesday I don't usually do a lot because more often than not, shit's broke or certain other things need to be adjusted or whatnot and what have you. And, just to let some of the things play out a little bit. Well, part of the reason why this video isn't going to be too much, if any, on this arc, things are broken, things are stupid, things don't apply, so on and so forth. I mean, you play this game, you know what's going on. Yeah, a few compensation chests have come out, but a little light on the compensation. Not even like extra compensation because he screwed everything up for us, but it even didn't fully compensate on the shit that we missed. Like, say, the daily compensation thing. That wasn't all that comes in the dailies. But, okay. However, it's not that big a deal. Kinda. Anyway. So, taking a look at what is on the screen here. Yes, Court of Q. My Court of Q is 24. And in 16 minutes, it will be 25. So, that's what the video is going to be on. Now, I haven't spent too much money on this. Becca talked me into getting a stupid Ferengi whip, so I got that. So, I haven't sped it up too much more than, let's say, most of the free-to-play. So, the free-to-play should be coming up on Court of Q25, depending on maybe where you place in events or what have you. So, this shouldn't be too far ahead of most of the people out there. So, let's speed this shit up and take a, well, all right, no, I'm running out of 1 minute speed ups. So let's wait the 30 seconds. Now I already have a ship loaded up to do some of these trials, and it's been so long. I think I can remember what crews are good and what crews aren't for this Q trial. Pretty sure Janeway is probably the preferred, but I didn't feel like running her. I kind of want to test some other things out, see what they go, see how they work. Yuki Marcus, that's a pretty standard gold boss crew. Now, I have Gorkon on the bridge for Hull Breach, and I have Hugh below decks. Now, on the gold bosses, Hugh isn't going to work, but on these Q trials, Hugh should be working. So, Hugh below, Hull Breach up top. I don't know if I had Paris when I was actually doing the Q trials, progressing through the tiers of Q trials. But I do now, so I kind of want to see if he works. I guess I could be doing him normally for my dailies, but I don't. I usually just throw my Corvus with whatever crew it has, and it just wins. So I'm going to try mostly a Paris test, see if Paris works. Yay! Quarter Q25. Am I supposed to collect anything from the gifts, or does it all goes into Quarter Q? I honestly don't even remember. Well, actually, I tiered up the building, right, to 25. So let's go to Forbidden Tech thingamabob here. Nothing refreshed. Okay. Oh, I got some of this stuff. Okay, these are the mining lasers, and then there's the Borg alcove and the Borg nano plating. Which I have a butt ton of these. I don't remember. What is this for? This is for the... It's just solo armadas. Solar Armada crit damage, Solar Armada mitigation, Solar Armada piercing, Solar Armada critical hit. Okay, I mean, that's nice. Cool. Alright, let me give some of these. Start this process. What is this alcove? This is the one that's for Voyager. More damage against Voyager hostiles, more hull health for Voyager, more hostile rewards. Is this... I mean, it doesn't say it's specific to Voyager, and it doesn't say it's specific to Delta Quadrant hostiles. So, interesting. Might be worth a test if I ever get this thing unlocked and upgraded that far. Yeah, I got enough. I might as well just pull these things. Partly because I'm a little bit later start than I wanted to, and I don't want all my damn timers all jacked up to shit. So let's pull this, and I promise I'll get into actually doing some of these Q trials. And they're just mining lasers. It's like Romulan ship mining bullshit, Klingon mining bullshit. I guess Federation mining shit. I mean, Malons, they're not in the Federation, are they? Honestly, I haven't got a clue. That's right, because it brings you right into there. So let's... Well, I have an Explorer loaded up, so let's unlock the Interceptor dickbags, and let's go kill all that. These guys aren't the dickbags. It was the other guys that were dickbags. Alright, so it means standard, more Q assessments. Tech for whatever the hell that is. And there wasn't any... I could have sworn there was like specific tech in some of these. There isn't. There's lots of trial bells. Yeah, I guess there is no specific tech. This shit is just to unlock the next tier of bullshit. Alright, well, let's start. Let's go kill this asshole. I'm curious as to, like, when does it actually start getting difficult for me? I know it'll happen, I just don't know when. Yeah, this guy's not that big at all. I assume they'll get bigger. Alright. Killed you. No. Alright, well, let's claim this since you're going to be a dick about it. I guess technically I don't need them anymore. Because I'll be doing my dailies with this guy. Got a good amount of trial bells stacked up. And even if you don't, because you don't have whip, you don't have the Ferengi whip, but because we're doing this, or I'm doing this, when there's a battle pass up, most likely there will be a few in the battle pass somewhere, so you may get a few extra there. And let's put a shield up. Don't want anybody stealing all my shit. I need to get to 56 soon, sometime. Have all the credits for the ships, but don't have the power steel and the ore yet. Oh yeah, that's right. Collect some of that bullshit. This is the button I wanted. Yeah, I like how if you had it, I do like that if you had one, like you just killed a Q trial hostile, not Q trial hostile, and you need to go claim it, like it takes you right into the interceptor thing where you had it instead of, the other menu. Then you got to go find the thing where you had it, and it's nice that it takes you right there. Thank you for spawning in the same spot. It is very annoying how many different systems you'll spawn into. It's kinda dumb. Well, are those protomatter claims, are they getting bigger? Or are they the same size throughout the Tier 3 Q trial? I thought I was under the impression they would get bigger with each step within the trial. There's another added bonus. You will get more of those proto matters in tiering up. Or not necessarily tiering up, but moving to the next tier, and then therefore be able to claim Q assessments more regularly from the refinery. They aren't getting bigger. Maybe it's with the milestone here? I don't know. Oh, you know what? Isn't it about like damage or points? How do I get to the next milestone in the Q trial? I don't even remember. It's points somehow. That's right. I totally forgot that. What is it based on? Like hull remaining or some shit. It's something dumb. What it is. The more I'm annoyed by it because it's been so long since I interacted with unlocking a fresh Q trial that I forgot how it goes. So I guess it's good for your sake that I'm going through this and you can remember some of this shit. Alright, so points earned performance bonus. Okay, so you get like a base points earned from killing the hostile, and then you get some kind of performance bonus. I don't remember exactly how that's calculated. It doesn't tell you. It is based on, I would assume, how much hull you have left or how many rounds you kill the dumb thing in or something. But it does seem kind of ridiculous that I'm only getting 700,000 points a kill. But my next milestone is at, I mean, we're in the millions here. Okay. But 1,000,000 points to the next one. Alright. Let's just send the Corvus in here. See, I really can't remember how. Like, if you use a bigger shipper, you're going to get more points because you technically had more hull remaining. I don't remember if I figured that out or not. Did any of us? It's a problem with the Q trial. You really have to remember what the hell the procedure was. Otherwise, what do? Watch idiots like me randomly going about this shit. Some of the way that they design some of this shit, it just seems so stupid. How long has it been since? Because I got to second star, 2-star Q trials within the month it came out, and I'm just now getting the 3-star. How the hell many months has that been? I mean, that has been a while. All right, I mean, even killing out with the Corvus, I got 80,000 more points. Now that some of that is probably from the points earned from the hostile, the base points earned from the hostile. I guess. Are these fuckers even bigger than the tier 2 guys? they don't look bigger. They look, honestly, they look smaller. Alright. I didn't get too much more. What did I get? 80,000 more from using the Corvus. Let's go back to the Coronar, see how many points you get. Oh, I wanted to look at the battle logs and see. Was Paris activating? I mean, the battle log shows Tom Paris active right there. And it shows, I mean, Gorkon activates, Hugh activates there. Hugh activates again. Hugh again, Hugh again. So the battle log is showing that Hugh does work against these. Not sure that we had 100% proved that. I think we suspected. I mean, you can see this round here. In the second round, 4 shots, all of them were critical hits. So I think that is absolutely definitive, 100% that Hugh beats Q. Sure. Hugh beats Q. Oh, I wanted to look at the mitigation. I saw Paris activating, but I didn't know. Oh my god. 42,000 damage? Ugh. Well, that's not. Is that 70%? Well, I guess that is about 70%, isn't it? I mean, I'm at max mitigation. Of course, the Hasa is so stinking small. I can only assume I don't have max mitigation normally. Then I would have to recrew, and I don't really feel like doing that. Oh, we're actually getting kind of long here, aren't we? Alright, so not too much more to learn here, I think. Wrapping this up here, just want to show you or bring to your attention that should be getting close to level 25 on your Q trial building. Now, coming back in here and doing these things again, it's been several months. Try to remember the crews and the whole procedure of going through this thing here. Now, you will get trial bells in most, if not all, of these milestones, but remember, if you collect them all and you get like 300, then you can't do your daily claim. So maybe make sure you do your daily claim, then collect some of this stuff, then maybe do some more Q trials. So you may want to try to make sure that you can do your daily pulls every day just so you don't run dry on these Q trial bells. Of course, at the same time, if you want to spread this out so you can stretch out the enjoyment of Q trials instead of it being one day every 3 months. But it doesn't look like the rewards are going to be forbidden technologies themselves. Now, you will get some fusion rods, some reactors, and some of the rare fragments, but as you saw early in the video, you go to the refinery and that's where you're going to claim your forbidden technology rewards. I don't remember. I could have sworn that they did that in the earlier ones. They gave you some rewards here from these milestones and they was forbidden technology. I think adding them later, which I guess does make sense. You can add things later, and it's probably a little easier to add them into the refinery. So that's where you're actually picking up your forbidden technologies from the refinery. You're getting the currency necessary to collect them in the refinery from doing the Q trials. Went and rehashed a few of the crew options. You could see that Yuki was working the little black bar when I went into the battle logs. You notice that Tom Paris was activating within the battle log. Yes, it was a little hard to see if he was actually working, but he did activate within the battle log. You also saw in the second round all my hits were critical hits, and we can only assume that that does mean that Hugh works. We saw him activating and then all critical hits. So seems like Hugh, God, it keeps calling Hugh Q. They sound too similar. Hugh does really work, or Hugh really does beat Q. Comment below. Have you gotten to level 25 yet? Or have you gotten beyond? Are you enjoying the Q trials? Or does maybe having it be too much of a burst play kind of ruin the fun? Or does that make it fun? Because you essentially can revisit an old thing and it feels kind of new again. What crews do you recommend for doing Q trials? I don't recommend going too fancy. Yuki's pretty good. Hullbreacher with Hugh below deck shouldn't be too much more than what you need, but some of these can be hard depending on your levels, so you may want to really dissect which crew you should use. But they're fairly similar to gold bosses, so Yuki is going to work. Also, Janeway was kind of designed for hostiles like this. Be sure to like and subscribe. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.